Hello everybody. Today is Sunday, March 21st at Clifton Martial Arts Academy. We are going to be making a video tonight full of some juicy stuff. What I'm also going to do is we're going to be doing videos almost every day going forward, offering a lot of cool stuff. I am asking a lot from the parents, but it's important to help motivate, help participate with these videos with your kids, because hey, the schools are asking us to do it with the schoolwork. This isn't much different. Fortunately, you can use these videos and this work for PE class. That vast majority of schools are accepting that to help with what needs to be done. If you're wondering about the financial situations, we are hoping that people continue to support Clifton Martial Arts Academy for as long as possible. At least give these videos at least a month or two to see how they grow, to see how they keep you connected and how they develop. It definitely makes a big impact. Every situation will be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. We are flexible, but please do remember that the more support the school gets, the more we're making sure that there's a place to open the doors to when this is all over. So again, we do the best we can, and talk to us. We're here for you. And there's a few other things that we're going to be adding to make this a really awesome situation for you, all things considered. We are offering all parents a 6-month membership when the doors open again. 6-month membership, free, no strings attached. We're also going to be on every student is going to get a private lesson. You can take advantage of that by doing it here, scheduling it over the next couple of weeks. If you want to defer that to later on when all this is over with, we'll honor that too. But I don't care if it takes us 10 hours a day, every day of the week. We're going to get all this stuff done and make this a worthwhile martial arts experience, so we don't lose that momentum. We stay hungry, motivated, and ready to rock and roll. Today, we're going to be doing some, like I said, juicy stuff for the intermediate and advanced ranks. Adults, this is pertinent to your schedule as well, your curriculum as well. We're going to do some, obviously we're going to warm up, do a few exercises. We're going to do some balance, some kicking drills, and some really cool fighting combinations that you can do in the comfort of your own home. If you can do it outside, that's also another option. There are a couple of tools that you might have around the house that will help you. What I brought over here, regular paper for kicks. You have manila envelopes. They work a little bit better, they're a little stronger. If you want to simulate breaking boards, we have newspaper. Also, the number 2 pine at any Home Depot or Lowe's will suit you for breaking boards. And if you have access to any x-ray paper, this makes a pretty cool sound effect when you're holding for kicks, the x-ray paper. We've all done the drills where we have to work on our chambers and pick up our knees. Well, we have targets here, but we have chairs at home. We have scratching posts where we can use those. But for right now, we'll get into all that over the next, I'd say 20-25 minutes. During this video, I'll cue you a couple of times to pause, do an extra set, do the other side, so that we get our reps in. And I don't wind up making a 50-minute video. You guys can, overall, it should be done in about a half hour with about 20 minutes of actual content. If it goes a minute or two one way or the other, so be it. So let's assume our position over here, and we'll begin with our warm-up. You guys can start with Luca over here. Luca has agreed to help us out today, and he's going to do the best he can. He's going to have some really cool techniques. He's going to make mistakes, and I want that to happen so that it gives me an opportunity to go over a lot of technical details that some of the high ranks like you can comprehend. So, let me take 2 steps back, Luca, and 1 step over. We're going to do, face that way. We're going to do 10 jumping jacks, 10 crossovers, and 10 flappers. Let's begin, guys. Keep those hands up nice and high. That's it. Balls of your feet when you're doing this. Pay attention to your footwork. I want the feet going to the same spot every time. All right, very good. Put the right leg back, hands up, please. Now, here you have me. I want you to visualize, if you don't have a partner at home, visualize the target straight in front of you. You're going to step in, back fist, and step out. This first set we'll do on my count. Ready? 1. And back. Keep those hands up. Elbows in. 2. Good. 3. 4. Good footwork. Notice he's moving forward. That front foot moves first. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Now I'm starting to notice that backhand. A very common thing is this. You step in and that backhand sails down like so. Keep it right up. I always used to say on the phone, because when we used to have those big phones, you had to grab it and put it up to your face like this. So we always used to say, get on the phone with your hand. So let's switch the feet. We'll do another set. You can probably come in a little closer. Making sure you're getting both our upper bodies. And let's do this other set. Ready? 1, 2, 3. On a back fist, you're doing something interesting. You're doing the preparation like we do in the forms. Getting our body behind it, getting our hips involved. When you're sparring, we don't have the luxury of all that extra time. You kind of got to just get your hips behind it, and you don't have all the time in the world when you're in a fighting situation. So right from there, pop it out. 4, 5, better, 6. Let's get your elbows in. 7 and 8. All right, face that way. We're going to do a brief stretch. Split positions, left, right, center. We'll go about 10 seconds each. You want the legs totally straight, toes up in the air. Very good. So the right side. Your other right side. We're not doing mirror image. Right here is fine. All on that side. I know why you did that. It's okay. And other side. Nice. You can sway yourself back and forth when we're doing this. At this point, you can come on up. For the sake of time restraints, let's, if you want to keep going, keep going. If you want to get another stretch in, a little bit more of a stretch, that's fine too. One of the things I wanted to touch upon today, balance, the kind of thing where you can go use the wall, or you don't need to use the wall. We're going to start off by using the wall, so go ahead and put your hand on that. If you're outside and you want to grab a chair or something stable to grab onto, that's fine. Now here we have a target. If you have someone to hold a throw pillow or one of those pieces of paper, that's fine. Or if you do it with no target, that's just as good. So we're going to start off with, give me a triple round kick, Luca, go. And down. Go again. Very nice. What I want to see on this round kick is a full range of motion with your knee. So what I'm saying is this knee has to go back, past the target, back, past the target. Your hand up here is going back and forth to be able to turn your hips over and keep your balance that much more. Do a few without the target. Go. Very nice. Oh, show off now. Doing more than triples. Now put your foot up. I want to do something more. I want this knee not to go up and down, but to go back this way. So when you're trying this out, think about your range of motion going side to side. Side to side. Give me another one, please. Good. Don't forget to get that arm going. All right. Switch hands, please. Let's go. I'll see it again. Freeze right there. Let's see that knee go all the way back this way. Very important to master this part of the kick. Nicely done. For high ranks, you guys are gonna have a different challenge on this. Put your hand on the wall. I wanna see hook, round, side, hook, round, side. Go. Very nice chamber on the side kick. Let's land the foot in front. Let me see that again. For those of you who are high ranks, this is the extra challenge. Hook, round, side. Really showing off every part of this kick. For those of you guys who are a little less in rank, try the best you can. If you lose balance, if you falter, no big deal. No one's watching. No one's watching you. Hopefully a lot of people are watching me. Don't worry if you're worrying about the social distance. Of course, my son, and he'll let me slide on this. For the private lessons that we set up, guys, now that it comes across, we're gonna do a lot of single person activities, a lot of forms, and I will certainly take requests when it comes to material that you want to go over. So let me get that, let's switch sides. Put your right hand on the wall. Let's see, try this with us. Hook, round, side, hook, round, side, side. Round. Rechamber that side, good. Bring that knee back. Well done, awesome. Make sure we have the heel, blade edge, executed on that side kick. All right, here we go. This reminds me of that game Simon. No, I got a different one. Hand on the wall. Let's see. Hook, round, side, side, hook, round. Want to hear it again? Hook, round, side, side, hook, round. Let's go. Very nice. Let's try one with the other leg. Awesome job. No, not the same thing. Let's go hook, round, side, round, hook. Hook, round, side, round, hook. Hit it. Come on. Show off those chambers, full range of motion. Very nice. Let me see one more with that same leg. Ready, go. Same thing. Very nice. This is a good time to get a couple of more sets in. Here are the combinations that I'd like to see. And if you're working with a partner, you guys can give each other your own combinations. We have hook, round, side, side. Hook, round, side, hook, round. And what was that last one? Hook, round, side. Wow, you're doing so far so good. Again, those are the combinations I want you guys to get a few extra reps at. Again, if it's not perfect, don't worry about it. We're gonna come over here in the meantime. Now the next set. Now is the challenging time where we don't have the wall to benefit from. So, we'll start off slow, don't worry. Get those hands up. Round. Round, hook. Good. Keep in mind, when you're doing these kicks, you don't have to shoot for the stars. Kick it at least at belt level. As long as it's belt level, we're fine, especially when we're working on technique. Don't worry about the height, don't worry about the power, don't worry about the speed. Work about other technical details like chambering, like moving your upper body to counterbalance those kicks. My elbow on the side kick, my low block on the round kick, the hook kick. There we are on the hook kick. Those are the body movements that we need. Not just the leg doing the kick, our whole body does the kick. So our hook, we elbow this way. Our round kick, bring it back that way. And our side kick, we turn our hips over and get our whole butt inside that kick when I do that elbow like so. All right, a couple more, Luca. Stance. Round hook side. this one without any target. Round hook side. Nice chamber, rechamber with the side kick. That's what I like to see. Give me hook round side, hook round side. Go.
Good.
Very nice. The set that I'm going to let you guys go for is hook round side. A set of 8 with the right leg, a set of 8 with the left leg, and that'll bring to a conclusion our kicking part of the lesson. For right now, a little pattern interrupt. Luca, execute for me a plank position, please. So as you guys are going along with this plank position, make sure the forearms are on the ground, the body is straight. He's on the balls of his feet, right like that. Very nice. Don't bury your face into the ground. Look up a little bit. There we go. You don't want to pick your eyes up too much. That'll put some pressure on the neck that we don't need. Just like that. Stable. His abs are engaged. And he's breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Now, the next step up from this is forearm, forearm, palm, palm. Go ahead, Luca. Go to your palms. Forearms. Palms. Forearms. Good. Oh, kicking it into gear there. Keep going. I didn't say stop. All right, stop. On your knees, shake it out. We're going to add something. We can either do another set of that, or here's a more of a difficult level, the difficulty level I have for you guys. We have palms like that. I'm going to bring my knee to my elbow. Knee to the elbow. Windshield wiper. Windshield wiper. Turn your whole body, looking up at the sky, looking up at the ceiling, and down. Notice I'm exhaling on every movement, controlling my breathing. Let's pause for a second. And set number 2, where you can pause right now and do it. You have forearm, forearm, palm, palm for 60 seconds. Or you have what I was doing, where you add the windshield wipers and bring your knee to your elbow for 60 seconds. Have at it while we set up our next segment. What'd you say? Oh, I got you on that. What I do want you to do is get into your fighting stance. Before, we were doing that back fist as part of the warm-up. Now we're going to take that a step further. What I'd like you to do, Luca, let's remind everybody what that back fist, what a good back fist looks like. Go ahead. Good. Now, what I want you to do, pretend you're with a partner here. You know what? Let's, yeah, this is fine. I want you to try to hit me in my head with this back fist. Go. I'm going to block it. If you don't have a partner, like I said, it doesn't matter. Visualize it. It'll work just fine for what we're about to do. Go ahead, do that again. When you do this back fist, make it threatening. Switch your feet real quick. If you're fighting somebody and you're doing these moves, make it mean business. If he doesn't feel threatened, he's going to look at it, laugh, and say, I don't care about that back fist. It's not going to get me. Make him think about it. Boom. What I want you to do is block. Don't just go like that. So, blocks. Blocks. Blocks it. It is a decoy in the end, but I have to make it look like it's going to cause some damage. Heck, if I get lucky and pop and break a nose, great, that's a bonus. But right now, what the payoff is a very dangerous technique. I told you we'd be getting into some hairy stuff today. It's the spin back fist. So this is going to work on our balance, but this is also a very powerful technique, a very dangerous technique. I typically don't allow it for ranks unless you're a higher level rank. It takes a lot of control and you don't see it coming, especially in this situation. I'm going to back fist, he blocks it, and I'm going to push off of my rear leg to get that momentum where I spin back and I back fist. I'll try to do it slow motion one more time. Boom, push off. So what happens is I back fist here and that opens up this whole side. Don't move. That opens up this whole side. Boom. Again, you don't see it coming. It's a blind technique. So be careful when you do it. Here. Boom. You can land here. It's a little more difficult to follow through, but you'll get a little more power as well. Don't move, I promise. It won't touch it. But I do want you to do that one. So here. Ooh, spun a little too much. Let's try it again. Sometimes it's a process where you iron out a few of the kinks. A little trial and error, nothing wrong with that. There we go, found the range. Try out a few of these. Do a few with your right side, and then a few with the left side. The last few are going to look better than the first few once you find that footwork. I'll do them with you. Hands up, please. And switch your feet. You can do a few. Watch me. However you want to pause it and work the controls. But here's our combination. Back fist, spin back fist. Landing. Combination if I haven't knocked him out already. Push off. If you find yourself pivoting on the heel, change it. You want to pivot on the ball of the foot. Boom, bam. Boom, bam. I don't recommend doing it like that, but hey, if someone's really trying to hurt you, better you than me. Controlled back fist that I want to see here is this. Try the other side again. The side that wasn't so nice to me last time. Let's see what it looks like now. There we go. What was that? Oh yeah? Very funny. All right, notice when I'm spinning though. This is a very common thing. Boom. That's spinning on the heel. Don't do that. Yeah, like so. So the back fist, spinning back fist, very nice technique to go for if we're talking power. We're going to do a point sparring technique next, where again it involves the use of a fake, but get your hands up. But the payoff here is going to be that back fist. The idea is to lower his hands instead of raising his hands. So we're moving around, I'll throw a few kicks, maybe a front kick, and then I'll come in with a number 3 low round kick. I can put a little hop to it if I want. Don't move, just stay right there, hands up. Now I'm barely touching it. He knows it's coming, and if you notice, he still lowered that hand. That's exactly what I want him to do. So I'm here, I'll do it slow motion. Boom, pow. So to do a set of this, you can do this right in a line drill. We get in a position and do a few of these low round kicks. Hey. Come here, Luca. I need you again. The target area is right in the back of that thigh there. When you hit this target, try not to use your instep because you can hurt your Achilles, mess up your toes if I'm too far away on this. I want to get in there, bury my shin bone into that thigh. You can generate a surprising amount of power if you hit it at the right angle. He's going to not want to feel too many of those. So now let's add that back fist. Stay right there. Don't move. And back. This is great for points. Back in my heyday, I used it many, many times at high-level tournaments. People bite on it all the time. Moving around, hands are up, but I want that hand down. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. And from here, if he stays in range, I follow that up. If he runs away, I go and get him. There. Let's say he rushes me and gets in a little closer. I can always go to some of the close range sparring we were doing last semester's, last cycle's material, if you recall that. So, a few more times, hands up please. Why don't you do it a couple of times? Luca, yeah. This is gonna be done from an open stance, meaning he has the left leg forward, I have the right leg forward. Go ahead. Good, where's that hand at? Good, get back there. And back, snap it back. Good. Those hands up. You're starting to drop that hand again. Keep that hand up. Very good. You're getting your shin on it. Don't move for a second. Get the hands up. This would be shin right here. And if I really want to get into this low round kick stuff, don't move. I'll put my shin on there and dig it in as I scrape down. It's like a baseball bat with a blade if you execute this properly. Another high level detail is we've learned to round kick like that, point the toes, as if I'm trying to test the waters of a cold lake. Do I jump in? No, that's way too cold. That's the shape we want to make with our foot on a round kick most of the time. There are times where we want to shape our foot like this. Hands up. For example, if I'm going to the body and I want to penetrate this guard, relax. Don't move. I'll shape my foot. And you can do this to your own leg right now. Rub your fingers up and down your shin with the toes pointing. Now, shape your foot, point your toes in the air. You can feel the difference. It's a lot tougher. Like I said, baseball blasting you into that leg when you shape your foot like that. It certainly changes the feel, the composition of that shin bone. So if you're here, close enough, pivot, boom, shape my foot. Can't take too many of those, okay? So that'll be the next drill to get an extra set right about now. Right here, boom, pow. This is also doable in a line drill where you don't have a partner. Notice I followed it up with a couple of other things. Another kick, since we're talking, we went from balance to power, is the spin rear kick. Arguably the most powerful kick that there is. I happen to feel that way myself. You really can get your whole body behind the spinning rear kick, also known as the spin side kick. Get the hands up, please. The spin side kick, almost the same thing. I'm here, stand up tall at the very, very beginning. As I chamber, that's when I'm gonna bend down low. Ha. And down. A lot of people do this, bend over first, and that winds up happening. Posture at the beginning of this technique is key to getting that full extension. And this is some high level detail. I'm glad we had a chance to incorporate this spin rear kick in today's session. So, hands are up. We're gonna just step across, lift the knee, and the spin rear kick is more like a horse kick. It's sneakier. It's a little harder to control. Sometimes a little low there. Stay right there. I'm here, my chamber comes up, and then I execute the kick, okay? Try not to bend over and kick. I'm looking, I'm tall, I chamber, bow, and I execute. So for a drill, what you can do right now is go over those fine details that we often skip by. Stay right there, be a good target for me. Step. Get closer, high posture, chamber, boom, re-chamber, and down. Watch my upper body. We always talk about how there's an upper body component to the kick. A lot like a side kick. But to re-chamber, I do the opposite movement back. So we're here. Ripping it back. I'm over accentuating it there a little bit so you can see it a little more easily, but that is the basic premise of it. All right, slowly speed it up, get the timing down properly. On this, if you have, if you're fortunate enough to have a shield or a nice pillow, or you can use a wall. Don't break any drywall, but if you have a wall like this, move over. It's definitely a tool worth using. Don't go killing it, but it is important to have a little bit of equal and opposite reaction when you practice targets, if possible. But if not, no big deal. You have a line drill. You can actually come this way, look right here. By yourself, fine. With a partner, now you'll back up just a little bit. Okay, now I can just defend to the rear. Full extension using your heel for the spin rear kick. All right, take a moment, practice a few of those. In the meantime, Luke and I are gonna hit some sit-ups right now. Have a seat, please. See how many you can do in a minute. I'm gonna hold your feet to kind of help you out. If you have someone holding your feet, great. If you don't, the challenge is keep your feet on the ground by yourself. Do a couple of sit-ups, go ahead. See, there you go. But I'm gonna give you a little bit of stability because I wanna see how many you can do in 60 seconds. Guess what? I wanna see how many people you guys can do in 60 seconds. That's one of the things that you guys can send back to me. I wanna see everybody send me videos. If I have to go through 100 videos, that'll make my day. All right, that isn't the competition I have in mind for today, but this is certainly one of the things I want to see. I don't care if you send me 1, I don't care if you send me 2, 5, 25 is where I draw the limit. All right, 60 seconds. Ready? Go ahead. You want to touch my shoulders, full range of motion. This is a good exercise, but don't dip your chin into your chest. Very nice. Look up, up, up. Excellent work, Luca. Nicely done. All right, you're about halfway. If you're getting tired now, good. You're doing it right. You're making progress. When you're tired is when the most progress is made. Raise your levels. Keep going. You got about 15 seconds left. Push your boundaries and you get way, way better. Come on, a few more.
Keep going.
Great job so far. Oh, don't cheat and grab your legs. 5 seconds. Last one. Come on, you got one more. Good job. On your feet. So, the competition I had in mind is this. We did this about a few months ago, if you recall. Put your hands up, please. Without, switch your feet. Without dropping your foot, see how many legs, round kicks you can do with your front leg. It doesn't count if the kick is below the belt. I don't want it to have poor technique either. We're moving our bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping pivoted. That was a quick dozen right there, but you can get a lot more if you listen to the details regarding moving the body. But also, if you notice, my eyeballs didn't flutter. They picked a spot, and I was looking at one spot the whole time. That really helps you focus. It really helps your balance. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. I want to see you guys. I think when we had a competition a few months ago, we were into some pretty high numbers. So I want to see what you guys can come up with. I want to see other videos, and that's going to bring an end to our class today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, as these lessons go forward, we're going to continue to bring the excitement. We take feedback all the time to try to get better and better, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So we're off to a good start, I think. There's going to be, like I said before, videos almost every day, a lot of other perks and things that we're going to be sharing with you guys. So we'll make it through on the other side, and we'll be better martial artists for it, I think. Face that way. And yeah.
Class dismissed.